Good morning, beautiful people. Happy 20th anniversary. I feel like it's our anniversary, even though it's not, but Gilmore Girls turns 20 today. I am so excited about this. And to celebrate, I decided to eat like a Gilmore, and here is a few things that I learned from it. Let's get started. First, I'm going to eat this Danish because I was waiting to start this. For the first day, what I wanted to do was kick it as old school as possible. So for breakfast, I had coffee and Pop-Tarts.
Good morning, beautiful people. So today is day 1 of 3 days of eating like a Gilmore, and I'm trying to do my hair. I mean, it's not dressing like a Gilmore, but I figured I would try to do my hair like a Lorelai hair as well, just in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? And clearly it's not done yet, but my coffee is here, so we're gonna enjoy that. I freaking love coffee. Hello, I am back. Now I have both of the sides of my hair curled. Very fun. I still have coffee, but for breakfast, we went with classic to start with. So, this is this morning's breakfast. Am I gonna eat all of these? No, I'm not. But did I wanna make the plate as appropriate as I possibly could? Yes, so we are historically accurate here as much as we can. But now I will eat 2 of these for breakfast. So breakfast day 1, coffee. I did do a glass of water and just the Pop-Tarts, not the apple, obviously.
Now, I did open the entire packet of Pop-Tarts, which I presumed that I was only going to eat 2 of, ended up eating 3, saved 3 for later on that evening, but breakfast was delicious. For lunch that day, there was only one real episode that I could find that Lorelai ate a salad on purpose, and if there are others, please let me know. But in season 1, she goes into, I believe, her fridge or somewhere, I couldn't remember exactly where, but she grabs a bag of lettuce, adds some dressing, and that is lunch and or dinner. For me, that was lunch, because not many times on the show did the girls specifically have lunch. Looking back over it, a lot of breakfast, a lot of dinner, but lunch that day was a bag of salad and dressing. In Gilmore Girls, there's 3 very specific types of dinners that I focused on during these 3 days, and the first of those being a movie night. Now, for movie nights at the Gilmores, there's a lot included with that, so get ready for a lot of food that we made and or bought. To start us off, I figured I would light a candle because it is fall, and after all, fall is Gilmore Girls time, and it is also very cozy. Next up are some fries, sweet potato, regular, and tater tots, followed by pizza, because you can't have a Gilmore Girls night without pizza. Next up, chocolate chips are added. Even though I forgot cookies, I did remember chocolate chips. And a assorted snack variety, pie. We also have red vines, my favorite, which is watermelon Sour Patch Kids, and the closest thing that I could find to Malamars at Trader Joe's. Bringing back the Pop-Tarts from breakfast, I only had 3 of them left, so we did add those to our snack pack for the evening, as well as the obvious Pringles and potato chips. This one did take us a while, but we did make an orange chicken that is gluten-free friendly for those out there with an allergy, and some rice to make sure that we're adding as much as we can of Al's Pancake World to our table. Adding some chopsticks just for some extra flavor. Some popcorn, and everyone's favorite, the Bop It. For movie night that night, after consuming all of our food, that was the first night and pretty much the main night that I noticed the difference between my food habits and the Gilmore Girls' food habits, because I felt not great. I ate a lot of candy that night, and popcorn, and Chinese food, and pizza. And after consuming all of that, I don't think Lorelai is wrong when she says that it takes a very long time to be able to eat like a Gilmore. While the coffee intake is there, the consumption of sugar is definitely not. Because I felt so iffy the rest of that night, I really didn't record anything. So let's get to breakfast the next day. Breakfast on day 2, I went to, in Colorado, we have a local kind of diner-ish breakfast place that I went to and visited a friend, and we got to hang out there. So that was my Luke's Diner breakfast morning. I had eggs and toast and hash browns. I did not get a pancake, but know that there was a pancake in my soul. Obviously, on day 1 as well as on day 2, I had at the very least 2 coffees each day, if not more. One thing that I did add was iced coffee that I am not 100% sure that Lorelai or Rory really went for in most episodes. In the afternoons, I like an iced coffee. That's what we went with on, I think, at least 2 of those days. Lunch on day 2 was, again, me adding a little bit of different episodes together, but it felt very Gilmore Girls to have leftover pizza and Pringles as well as iced coffee. So that is what I ate for lunch on day 2. On day 2, it was conveniently Friday, so what I did do is we had a typical Friday night dinner at the Gilmores. The one thing that I will say that Emily would definitely not approve of is my choice of tablecloth. Now, I did not have a white tablecloth, but I did have a white bed sheet. So that is what you see here. I put a bed sheet over my coffee table. We made it as Gilmore Girl as possible. We had a salad to start with, very Emily Gilmore, and then we had steak and potatoes for dinner, and it was wonderful. Also, I do have the exact same, if I'm not mistaken, glasses that they have in Gilmore Girls. I will try to find a clip and put that here for you. On the final day, day 3, the one aspect of breakfast that I felt like I was the most Gilmore that I hadn't done just yet was Danishes. Now, I decided to make Danishes because I live in a, at the very least, half gluten-free household, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one able to enjoy Danishes that morning. But that morning actually ended up being about 2 p.m. when the Danishes were done. It makes 100% sense to me now why Lorelai, on top of not the biggest cook in the world, would go and buy her Danishes. Because let me tell you, they are time-intensive work and a learning process. So next time, I'm going to add an egg wash because that, I feel like, would make it brown and crispy, and I like that.
Okay. First bites. First bites of the Danish. Okay, you going?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wow.
hot.
That's hot. Very good. How'd you do that?
I like that.
That's amazing. The dough is amazing.
The dough is really good. I wish it
Wow.
was sweeter. I guess it's just the gluten-free.
Mm-hmm. That's impressive.
It's not as flaky as I would want, but
But for gluten-free, holy crap.
yeah, it's really good. Yay! Danish. Not for breakfast at like 2-something p.m., but
2:06 p.m.
2:06 p.m. Danish. Check.
That day, due to Danish Gate 2020, working for a long time on those Danishes, it was about 2 o'clock again once I ate those, so that kind of ended up being breakfast / lunch. Now, obviously, I had coffee throughout making those, and coffee before, and coffee after, but that was also lunch on day 3. The final evening of eating like a Gilmore was closed off with eating at quote-unquote Luke's Diner. Therefore, it was burgers and fries. They, once again, were delightful. I will say, eating like a Gilmore caused me to cook a lot this week, which, while not in and of itself is a very Gilmore Girl trait, the food was delicious, and Luke does cook for them, so that counts kind of, sort of. The burgers were delicious, and we even blanched the fries, which I had never done, but I'm telling you, next time, blanch your fries. It's a thing. It's very good. That is me eating like a Gilmore for 3 days. Now, I have also dressed like Lorelai Gilmore and talked through some main things that I've learned from the show, which I will link in the description of this video. But please do something today to also celebrate the 20th year. It is very close to my heart. It feels just like any other anniversary, which, for the good or the bad, if you're here and you're watching this, then I presume that you also feel that as well. So thank you so much. If there's something that you have done Gilmore Girls related specifically, please leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye.